What's going on, guys? Kaiga here, and today we're going to talk about Scarlet Witch joining Marvel Future Revolution. Before we start, I just want to remind you, the 30th, this Saturday at 1 p.m. EST, I'll be holding my Hydra server sparring court tournament. Join my Discord link down below to sign up, and let's get into it. Alright guys, Scarlet Witch is here, and I wanted to make this specifically on Scarlet Witch because I have a lot of theory crafting, and even though it looks like they didn't give us a whole lot of information on Scarlet Witch, I think there's plenty here to really talk about what she looks like towards the game, and they also say that they're still in testing, so if we call out specific things, maybe we get what we want, or not so much. We'll see. They say that she's a hero specialized for PvP, having mastered the uses of chaos and curses. Now, this scares some people because it says PvP. I believe when we read through it later, you'll see I believe she is made specifically for group PvP, for your alliance war, things like that. You'll see why I think that in a second. Telling us about how her skills work, and then right here is really where the bulk of this video is going to be, is on these three class of skills. All the characters have three class of skills. Captain America is a little bit weird. He has the support one, which is only one skill. It's a little weird, but generally everyone has three classes of skills. This also goes into their specializations, things like that, so hers should do the same. We don't have specializations yet, which can change everything wildly, but I'm going to give you my interpretation of these things. First, we have Hex Energy, a skill class that uses telekinetic power to subdue the target or throw various objects to inflict strong damage to the enemy. Hex Energy characteristics: damage, guard break, subdues targets when conditions are satisfied. Now, the first two are very reminiscent of Storm and her freeze skills. They do good damage. They do good guard damage, but the animations take forever. So this reminds me initially of Storm's frosty skills, the ice skills, but then subdue targets when conditions are met also is reminiscent of ice, right? The chill, they can't move, they're there. Now, I'm hoping there are other versions of this subdue when conditions are met, such as Doctor Strange, when he hits you with the Sands specialization, when he hits you 5 times and then you can't move. I want to see things like that be here. I'll also speak in a moment about Vision, which isn't mentioned here at all, which I found kind of weird. Next, we go into Witchcraft, a skill class that uses magical powers of Scarlet Witch to grant various effects to aid in battle. Witchcraft characteristics: create clones, stealth, and apply buffs to yourself and allies. Now, what I find very interesting here is clones is very much Doctor Strange. He has several skills that do clones. Stealth is interesting because this is all like all of Witchcraft is supposed to be giving it to allies. So maybe this is a group stealth. Imagine in your alliance war, sometimes everyone goes to the right, and then you kind of have the two groups. But what if you have a Scarlet Witch, or 2 or 3 depending on the AoE of this stealth effect, and then you can group up and move as a team over to your enemy's side of the board invisible, and then come down and start wrecking havoc. That seems really awesome in my mind. Then apply buffs to yourself and your allies. This is back to Doctor Strange, where he has defense pierce bonus. Maybe she's going to have some more interesting ones. What I want to see is a class of skills where she doesn't pick a person. she picks an area on the ground, and all allies in that area get the buff. That's what I would really like to see. So that adds, in other games like League of Legends, they call that skill shots, where you know how your allies or enemies are going to move, and you set things up ahead of time to affect them as they get to it, which adds skill to the game, which I think that's what this wants to lead towards. Chaos, a skill class that uses the power of darkness to inflict powerful status effects on the target. Chaos characteristics apply status effects to enemies such as silence, confusion, curse, and instability, telling us what these two new keywords are: curse and instability. Curse controls the target's movements. This is wonky. I don't know how you code that and how the game plays currently. I know the current confusion means they attack whoever, but you can still just run away and wait till the time's out. Curse, I don't know what it's going to be. If it's like a time thing, and like imagine the thing on the ground like Strange, and the first like 3 seconds if someone goes over it, then they have to attack whoever's nearest. Things like that. I don't know how that's going to work. Curse is the weirdest one here. Instability I like. Instability increases target's resource consumption. Now, they specifically call out resource consumption instead of stamina, which is weird. They call out stamina a lot of the time whenever they mean to call out stamina. So I don't know what this means, that they have to write it like this because Scarlet Witch has other resource management going on. And this is worded specifically for if you're using things against other Scarlet Witches. That would be very, very interesting. But right now, the only thing I can think of is this would affect stamina. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think anything else this currently would affect. I can't come up with anything. But giving her able to throw out silences, confusion, these are some really interesting things. It's going to make it hard. Everyone has high cooldowns. High cooldown reduction now because of the Thanos badges. So, silence and instability are going to be some very deliberating keywords. Something that wasn't here, and there was also a companion balance update, and something that I'm confused that wasn't here, but I really wanted to see, was an update with vision. And why I say that is we have Baron Mordo in the game, who gives bonuses if you're using Strange or Magic. I really wanted to see, right now in the game, no one really uses vision, so you probably forgot what he does or whatnot, but you summon him, he does an AoE, but he also reduces incoming damage to your allies, which falls into her Witchcraft category of boosting allies. What would have really made this hit the mark for me was if it made it so when you do that, it also, as you see in the hex, it says subdue targets when conditions are satisfied. I would have really liked it if when you use vision, your first hex skill doesn't need conditions. And I think that would have been really solid and helped and made it, like if the thing was it puts them to sleep or whatever, if they're under 50% HP, that's cool. But if I throw down vision and then I hex you, you're now asleep regardless, and now I can focus on the other guy. I really would have liked to see that with vision. I think that is something they really missed, because in the video they showed Vision in there, and they said her story was she's here to save Vision. So it really would have made sense to have Vision more central in her kit. Last but not least is her ultimate, right? In my mind, I would really like to see her ultimate be a AoE instability. So she just... so Strange has this big animation where they can't move, picks them up and drops them, right? Does some damage. I want to see her do a really quick slide on the ground, do a hex or witchcraft on the ground. Big AoE, does 300% ish damage or whatever to everyone in the area, and instability them, making them cost more. I like instability way more than I like people not being able to control their character, because instability just means I have to wait. I can run, I can do whatever, but these other things like curse even, I really don't like, because that takes away people actually playing the game. Let me know what you guys think about Scarlet Witch, and if you're going to play her or not. I'm definitely going to play her, test out her skills when she drops, and let you guys know what the builds are. Till next time.